Hey folks, it's Tuesday. It's press conference day before Kirk Ferentz's press conference addressing the Iowa media. The week of the Iowa-Penn State game, Penn State number 5. Iowa out there 7 p.m. on Saturday night in front of 107,000 white-wearing fans. It's a Penn State whiteout. I can't think of another environment right now in this current day and age of college football that will be more intimidating and more difficult to play in front of than that game out at Beaver Stadium. I have a lot of respect for that environment. Many of the former Iowa Hawkeye players that I speak with after they graduate and move on from the University of Iowa say that Beaver Stadium is the toughest place to play. Both teams right now with some questions on the injury front. On Monday, the Iowa 2-deep was released. No Brian Bulaga, no DJK, no Tony Moyaki, but they haven't practiced since the Arizona game, so don't worry about that just yet. We'll see how things go on later this week. I would have expected DJK and Moyaki to have played last week if Iowa were playing Penn State as opposed to Arizona. That's the word, at least that I heard, regarding those two players and how close they were to playing. For Penn State, Sean Lee, their linebacker, may be out, a sprained knee. That would be a huge loss for them. He missed all of last season with a knee injury. This is a different knee, but that would be a huge loss nonetheless. A linebacker, Bowman's been out much of this year with the groin. Not sure if he's going to go against Iowa. One of their wide receivers possibly had a concussion last week against Temple, and this is an offense that really hasn't looked all that great. The defense has certainly looked solid up front, but their secondary is entirely new. Here's the key to the game. It's Rick Stanzi. Cannot have bad Ricky or average Ricky in the first half. In the first 3 games, in the first halves, Rick Stanzi's passer rating is 93%. That's good in the pros, not good in college, his passing efficiency rating. In the second half, it's 163, nearly 164. I looked these stats up the other day. So there's clearly a tale of 2 halves for Ricky. We need 4 quarters from Rick Stanzi in this football game. If Iowa can get beyond the first quarter sugar high that a lot of home teams have in big spots like this and is even with Penn State after the first quarter or at half, it's advantage Iowa. I think second half adjustments, Iowa's done a fantastic job this year. And I think if Iowa can stay even with them through the first part of that game, the Hawks have a great chance to win. They're 10-point underdogs in this game. Kirk Ferentz and company will use that to their advantage. More predictions, not more predictions, a prediction coming up later this week. We'll talk to you then.